Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is Virtual and Augmented Reality, VR and AR, for nanotechnology. I'm Christopher Breyer, and I'm going to be talking about this subject today. Today, I will be discussing the beginning of virtual and augmented reality, how virtual and augmented reality impact our lives, as well as what will the future look like with virtual and augmented reality. I'm going to be played by the small animation on the right, even though it looks absolutely nothing like me. The 1960s, psychedelic and virtual reality. Everything kind of came together in the early 1960s when Ivan Sutherland invented the Sword of Damocles. This device, seen on the left, contains the basics of virtual reality. It had a computer processor, a display, input devices, as well as sensors. Now, just because it had all of these items does not mean that it was really to the quality that anybody could really use it. The processors were slow and the sensors were not as robust as what we have today. It was bulky and uncomfortable, and it was not available for consumer purchase, so it wasn't really being developed as quickly as maybe it could have been. But that allows us to kind of segue into the people who did kind of influence this to be worked on over time, and specifically Myron Krieger. Now, Myron was quite a ways out there. His philosophy is he wanted to blend a way for people to have a more intimate connection with computers. Now, we need to remember this is the 1960s, so there were quite a bit of psychedelics going around, and that actually kind of spun out to a lot of artists claiming virtual reality was a way to enhance our world along the same lines that psychedelics were enhancing theirs while they were taking them. Despite this early momentum, people really didn't get on board until they could physically purchase these. In the early 1990s, there were a couple games that came out where you could actually go in with another player and you were chasing each other around trying to shoot each other while avoid being picked up by pterodactyls. And this early game actually made people sick with kind of its motions and whatnot, and that's something that still happens today. But VR and AR are making a strong comeback. The Oculus, which is a gaming and workout platform, has seen a lot of attention in the news lately, along with augmented reality glasses that can display entertainment and news, and even something that we've had in cars for a long time, but it's always progressing, is the heads-up display, which soon should be able to tell you which lanes to be in and where to park and everything like that. If self-driving cars don't beat it out, we could absolutely see something like that. Now, augmented reality isn't going to be something that's just driven by consumer purchases. It's probably going to turn into a vital tool in today's workplace. I know several articles I had read talked about hospitals wanting to use them for patient experiences in augmented reality checkups, as well as diagnostics in surgical planning and the surgery itself, and post-surgery with rehab and other types of depression and PTSD treatment. We expect CAD designers to be able to build things in 3D space and then pull it out and have it in augmented reality so that they can see it in realistic sizes and see if it fits into other pieces. And in a market we see it in today is sales. Items can be generated and shown to customers like furniture in a house. You can change colors and sizes, but someday we might be able to take a virtual reality walkthrough on a house that hasn't been built yet. So I guess what's really important to note is that augmented reality and virtual reality aren't going away. Myobiotics published an article claiming that the VR industry should be worth close to 190 billion US dollars by 2025. And it doesn't appear to be slowing down. In the future, we can see things like safety glasses with built-in instructions for real-life emergencies, like a plane crash or giving CPR, although we will have to deal with ads being tied into that, so hopefully they can pull that out. But I mean, there are things on the market like full body haptic suits that allow people to have realistic training without danger. And these haptic suits are being developed so that athletics can be trained smarter, and rehab and strategies for getting better can be done faster. So we've talked about a lot of the very good things with augmented and virtual reality, but now we need to discuss the drawbacks. The first being a loss of general knowledge. We have a very real possibility for the industry-related tasks to be kind of put away. This is kind of similar to the just Google it effect. Without the need for memorization or the drive to make processes better, we could see a reduction in general knowledge. The second being cost. The Oculus, which was a few slides ago, starts at $299, but the haptic suit, which was on the last slide by Tesla Suits, is $20,000 a suit, which is not attainable for small businesses or the general public. And then the third one is a possible reduction in physical activities. With a virtual and augmented environment, we could very well see a reduction in people actually doing things and going outside and being active. And then the last that I kind of want to talk about today is the chance for a reduction in jobs. Processes that are specialized, like specialty surgeons, quality inspectors, and auditors, may see a reduced amount of jobs available for them as the AR increases abilities for others to complete these tasks. With that being said, thank you for your time. Here are my sources. I hope this was a little more laid back kind of approach. And thank you.